will be the U.S. men's 4x1. That's where it's going to be a mess because you have Bromell in there solid, and he drops a 977 over the weekend. 977 becomes the ninth man in history to break 9.8. But in second place, Marvin Bracey out of nowhere, 985. So you have this insane list. If you go to the men's 100 world list right now, U.S. is all over the top 15 here with several guys who have run 9.9 low, 9.8 high. Obviously, Bromell, you feel good about as that lock. But who's going to get these other spots at the trials, Gordon? Is it going to be a Baker, Isaiah Young, Gatlin, Bracey's in the mix? Oh, what about Noah Lyles? Don't forget about Noah Lyles, a person coming into the year that we thought would for sure make the team. It's cliche to say it, but I think that anybody in that final could get top three. They're unless there's some huge injury news or big scratches coming. I think it's going to be Bromell, tiny little gap, and then it's going to be almost a blanket finish there for those other spots. It is just so deep right now. We'll put up the men's 100 in the United States list, which basically is the world list right now because there's not too many people. There's not. Like, if you look at the world list, this is the world list. Excuse me.
Yeah.
First person not from the U.S. tied for fifth. There's three non-U.S. guys in the top 10, but there's a lot of U.S. there.
Man, it's just like you can come up with a reason for like and against like 8 different people for that second and third spot. And this is without, and it's all going to get changed again a week from now when we're going to see Terrence Laird, Matt Bowling, and Lance Lang and all these guys, Javon Martin, run out of their mind probably in the NCAA final. Like, we're going to have a bunch of, like, if Terrence Laird goes out and runs like a 9.8, then all of a sudden we're like, okay. I mean, he's already running 9.8. It was wind aided, but like, it's really hard to decide who that 2-3 is. I don't know, man. Like, because you have the Gatlin factor, because he has the experience, he's been consistent, and then you just have so many other, like, not Jalen Slade, a high school kid, he's run 10.09. So
here's the wild part about it. I don't think any of us would have predicted at the beginning of the season that Bromell would be a 9.77 guy, but it's almost coming to the point where he needed to be a 9.7. I think if we said at the beginning of 2020, hey, if Bromell gets down into the 9.95s, that's like a huge accomplishment, or 9.9 low. But it's a good thing he's gotten back to where he is and exceeded where he's been, because everybody else is just like right there. I mean, 9.77 obviously puts him in rare company, but with how deep the U.S. is this year, can you imagine if Coleman was there?
I can't imagine. I know we did a whole segment on after Isaiah Young ran his 9.89, like, can Noah Lyles make the 100 team? And now with adding Marvin Bracey with the 9.85, I think we might be seeing a. I mean, I don't want to make my official pick, but I think the team could be Bromell. Don't hold me to this. I think Bromell.
We'll stop recording. You don't need to make a pick. Don't make a pick now.
Okay, I won't make a pick.
But here's the thing.
I'll hold it off.
You've talked about this before, where it's not just about doing it once. You like to pick the people who do it a bunch of times. Okay, yes. But now you have a situation where there's a lot of people who have done it maybe one time. And that has to be concerning for someone like a Lyles, because all it takes is one person recapturing the magic, and then you're going to be in trouble. Because you could discount one person running an amazing time in May or April or early June and say, okay, let's see them do it after a bunch of rounds of the trials. But now you have multiple people who have run these times. And some of them have done it on a number of occasions. Like we talked about Young being a guy who's been in the mix. Bracey's run fast. It's been a while, but he's run fast. There's fewer people that you can discount now than you could before. And I think it's going to make for a very interesting battle for those three spots. The only person I feel good about, the only person anybody should feel good about is Trayvon Bromell, and that's just because he's running out of his mind. Another member of the No Lean at the Line Club.